to be snuffed out. He came to hang on an old rugged cross so that we might be delivered by the nails that held him to the cross. And the book says, Matthew 2:17, then was fulfilled that which was prophesied by Jeremiah the prophet. That's why we went there. You can see where it come from. In Ramah was there a voice heard, lamentation and weeping, and great mourning. Rachel weeping for her children, and refused to be comforted. Jesus. I call on women of color in America today. Latino, Hispanic, Mexicans, Jamaican, African, and even those of Indian descent. It is time for you to lament. It is time for you to weep between the porch and the altar. It's time for you to mourn for your sons like Rachel and refuse to be comforted because her sons are not. And if you don't do it, like Mordecai told Esther, God will raise up somebody else to do it and see to it that he take you out. This ain't a time for you to be accepting handouts and bribes. Yes, my Lord. Being bought, compromised, diluted, and delayed. This is not a time. This is such a time that you need to reap like Rachel and say, I refuse to be comforted because of what you're doing to my sons, my fathers, my brothers, my husbands, and my grandsons. And no matter what you give me, no matter what you try to offer me and buy me, I refuse. Let my son live, and then I will be comforted. But if we do not get our hearts back in the right place, God himself will come out of eternity into time and demand the blood of every son that has been slain in the rivers of Egypt, these concrete city streets, and he will demand it at our hands. I stand today as a prophet of God to call the midwives, the women of God, those that fear God and are willing to stand in these last and evil days. Don't let Pharaoh continue to do what he thought he was going to do to Jesus, what he thought he was going to do to Moses, what he did to every Israelite. God said, we are his firstborn sons. Those of us that are men of color, he sees us as his son. The nation, the church. Read it in Exodus. And he declared to Pharaoh, and if you don't let them go, if you don't leave them alone, he said, I'm going to take out your sons. And not only your sons, but your economy and your false gods. God gave them a blow that they could not recover from. And he's the same yesterday, today, and forevermore. If he did it before, come out, Ty, he'll do it again. Yeah. Same God right now. Same God back then. Yeah, yeah. And if he answered Pharaoh in Egypt, if he answered the Babylonians, if he answered Herod in Bethlehem, he gonna answer in America today. Amen. Come on, give the Lord a hand clap.